Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Manpower Maintenance Sales and Distribution Center. Morning Chairman of MMS Group, Mrs. Audrey Hinchcliffe, Reverend Gordon Evans, honored guest speaker, Mr. Lloyd Distant, head of Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, the MMS team, thank you and welcome. I'm honored to stand here this morning to witness the opening of the MMS Sales and Distribution Center, another milestone for Manpower as we seek to satisfy the greater supply services and supplies offering to our existing valued clients as well as our potential clients. This comes at the heels of MMS's 31st anniversary, and we look forward to sharing our plans with you through the opening of this building and this business. I thank you, and I now revert to the program as we hear from our qualified and honored guests who will launch our new journey into sales and distribution. I now invite the Reverend Dr. Gordon Evans from the St. Stephen's United Church to say the prayer.
Let us turn our hearts and minds Godward in prayer. Eternal God, our Heavenly Father, creator and sustainer of this tremendously vast universe of which planet Earth is only a speck, we turn to you today in full acknowledgement that you are the giver of life and of all good gifts. By your grace, mercy, and wisdom, you have given to humanity gifts and talents in accordance with our ability, all to be used for the well-being of humanity and to the honor and glory of God. Today, as we join together to participate in the opening and dedication of this distribution center, we thank you for the vision you gave to the initiators of this project and for all those who by their different gifts and talents worked harmoniously for the completion and equipping of this center, making it ready for productive operation. In this act of dedication, we are mindful of the command and the promises that you have given to us in whatever our undertaking may be. A command given to us as recorded in Hebrews chapter 3. Do not let kindness and truth leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. So you will find favor and good repute in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Lord, your promises are true, and you have never failed to honor the promises you have made. We humbly pray that by the guidance of your Holy Spirit, the board of directors, managers, and staff will heed this command and joyfully reap God's promise of certain rewards, along with peace, health, and prosperity. Gracious Lord, as the sanctifier of all things, and whose loving kindness never fails, grant us now your presence as we dedicate this building and all the operations that will take place within it, to the honor and glory of God. May your rich blessings rest upon this company, its directors and workers, and may their clients also be blessed by the good and faithful service they offer. Lord, in your guidance, empower management and staff to put right before interest, to put others before self, the things of the spirit before the things of the body, the attainment of noble ends above the enjoyment of pleasures, principle above self-interest, and God Almighty before all else. May the good Lord bless and keep you, lead and direct you, guide and protect you, bless and prosper you, as we pray, believing in Christ's name and for his sake. Amen.
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 Thank you, Dr. Evans. Really a lovely prayer. At this point in time, I'm going to ask Mrs. M. Audrey Hinchcliffe Stewart to bring welcome and opening remarks through the platform of technology, Zoom. Mrs. Hinchcliffe.
Thank you. Chairman, Reverend Dr. Gordon Evans, pastor of St. Stephen's United Church, Mr. Lloyd Distant, president of the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Donald Stanley, accountant, Zep Products Limited, Mr. Stephen Price, country manager, Flow, Mistress Kedisha Dwyer Powell, president, Manchester Chamber of Commerce, Miss Janet Silvera, president, Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce, Miss Gail Moss Solomon, general counsel, Grace Kennedy, listeners, viewers, and everybody, good morning. First, let me say happy birthday to Manpower. 31st birthday. Manpower was founded on the 4th of May, 1990. It is ironic that MMS celebrated the 5th anniversary at this location, 14 Collins Green Avenue, then moving from a small office at 1 Grandspen Road. Boy, have we grown up. Anyone who knows us now at 1 Eureka Road, the present headquarters, can attest to that. And here we are for another significant milestone in the history of MMS Limited Growth and Development. MMS is now a group of companies comprising facilities management services by under Manpower, the parent company, training and development at the Institute for Workforce Education and Development, now a tertiary level educational institution, and labor management services under Manpower and Maintenance Business Services Limited. And what would we be without corporate social responsibility? So we have the Manpower Foundation, which supports education, sports, and healthcare. And coming on board, Empower Women's Group, which will focus on women in the workplace. The formal registration is underway as a not-for-profit organization. On behalf of the directors, management, and staff of the group, I welcome you to yet another milestone that on our 31st birthday, we are here to launch this exciting feature, our Sales and Distribution Center. In keeping with our tagline, get more than clean, get hygiene, we continue to build out our services backed up with products, equipment, and procedures to give real effect to the tagline. And we can now expand it to say, get more than clean, get hygiene with our products and equipment. A special welcome to all viewers, and specifically to our loyal, valued clients who have kept us in business, among whom is our first client, Tony Thwaites Wing, followed by Life of Jamaica, now Sagicor, and of course, Spanish Town Hospital under Southeast Regional Health Authority. Then there are those clients whom we inherited when Manpower bought Office Services Limited in 2004. A number of those clients are still with us today. One such one is well known for its many names, Cable and Wireless, TOJ, Lime, and now Flow, has remained as a valued client. We treasure our clients, and of course, our most recent group of clients in the BPO sector. To our valued suppliers, the longest association is with ZEP, now Sun Products, who has stood with us from the beginning when we were barely crawling to a toddler to now a grown-up. We treasure the relationship, for unlike others, ZEP has never denied us supplies even when payments were late or we had no payments at all. ZEP gave meaning to know your client because they trusted us to pay when we were in a position to do so. Thank you, ZEP. To all our friends, associates, and those to come, we want you to know that while we proclaim and live our mission and vision, it is our values, our standards, our behavior, our judgment which underpin our relationship in the service industry. We are of the view that integrity cannot be bought. Hence, as much as possible, we create and live a business culture to give effect to the values we hold dear. So as we launch and promote this segment of the business, sales and distribution, being operated by a staff which is the best in the business, you'll meet some of them momentarily, but this venture started out under the new business division by Garth Hinchcliffe, the DCO, and recently taken over by Oral Richards, who literally, as they say, ran with it. The best procurement and supply chain that I ever met, led by Robert Francis and Kamel Channel and their team at the warehouse. Fleet maintenance and dispatch, and now a sales team coming on board. I must tell you that MMS sales and distribution is not limited to Kingston, as Montego Bay, which was formerly led by Hydra Brown and now Cherise Shelton, and Mandeville, led by Miss Nerys Bailey, and they have been flying MMS flag high in those regions. And soon to be announced, another location to be opened in St. Anne. We could not go any further without paying tribute to our Senior Director, Facilities Management Services, Karine Jones, who passed away recently, a victim of the coronavirus. Karine was with MMS for 16 years. If she was around, she would have been the head planner for this event, as events planning was her forte. So, Mr. Chairman, I ask your permission to let's honor Karine with a minute of silence. May her soul rest in peace and light perpetual shine on her. Karine will be missed and will forever be tucked away in a special place in our hearts. And the scholarship in her honor is being established by the Empower Women's Group. Ahijah Brown, who now holds the position of Director of Facilities Management Services, will have a very large shoe to fill, but I feel confident he will have no problem doing so because from coming from the position as Director Region 4, which is Montego Bay office, he already made his mark. MMS link to Trade and Professional Association is on full display here with us today. We're a member of the Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce. We're a member of the Mandeville Chamber of Commerce. You'll hear from them. And of course, we have a strong relationship with the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce. I don't know why we're not a member, but Mr. Hinchcliffe, you need to look into that. That's why we have him here as our guest speaker today, Mr. Lloyd Distant. To our clients, potential clients, business and professional associates, well-wishers, and staff across the length and breadth of Jamaica and overseas who are present and tuned in on this our 31st anniversary. At some point, I hope you will visit us at this location to view the wonderful display of the variety of items available and what you want us to purchase. If it's not there, we do procurement for our clients as well. Our most sincere appreciation for staying the course with us. Former staff and clients, you're also recognized for your association during the course of the 31-year journey. To the team responsible for planning this event, along with our ever-present Media Central by Ms. Janet Mornan Green, the technicians and the media, you have always been with us and has been very good to us. Today, we have taken all and observing all the protocols, but I can tell you when you get a chance to visit the location, you'll be pleased. But here we are with the technology virtually launching the program today. The coronavirus pandemic has prevented us from being together in person. So for the technology which brought us together, that's what is now the norm for running business and events. The media has been very kind to MMS and hope it will continue to find our story worthy to promote and as a reference point. Despite the negative impact on varied industries and businesses, I want to give thanks to the Almighty for allowing us at MMS to stay the course, and to all others, please stay safe, observe the protocols, wear your mask, sanitize hands, keep distance, and as they say, turn your yard if you can, and above all, when it's your turn, I beg you, take the vaccine. COVID is an equal opportunity menace, and Manpower can attest to that. Thanks to all. MMS loves you, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Hinchcliffe. If you're all allowed to clap, it's even virtual, we can still hear you. I now ask Mr. David Stanley through again the platform to bring greetings on the behalf of Manpower's new Sales and Distribution Center. Mr. Stanley.
Good day, everyone. My name is David Stanley, here representing ZEP Products Limited. I'm here filling in for Mortimer Gregg, one of our directors, who was unable to be present. Mr. Gregg asks that you excuse him and sends congratulations and very best wishes to the Manpower family on this momentous occasion. Mr. Gregg recalls with satisfaction the first time he met your chairman, Audrey Hinchcliffe, some 30 years ago. It was at the Spanish Town Hospital. He says that when he arrived, she was having lunch and wasn't able to see him, and told him that if he wanted, he could wait. So he waited 3 hours and finally got to meet her. But it was not in vain, because that 3 hours translated into 30 years of a great relationship. That's how long Manpower and ZEP have been working together. So again, we are very happy for you, and we congratulate you and wish you the very best.
Thank you, Mr. Stanley. We really appreciate it. And as we said, ZEP has been with us literally for the last 30 odd years, and we do appreciate the support, and we continue to see where we can both grow together. I'm going to ask now, if I may, Mr. Hugh Graham, CEO and Managing Director for the Paramount Jamaica Limited Group of Companies, to bring greetings.
Thank you, Garth. Good morning, and to those that are joining us virtually. I guess I'm the surprise actor. So I'm here. When Steve Jobs set out to build a Macintosh, he didn't know he would effectively change the future of the world. To the chairman and CEO, Mrs. Audrey Hinchcliffe, and to my friend Garth, and to the hardworking members of staff of Manpower and Maintenance Services Limited, I salute you on another milestone on your journey to success. I am indeed honored to share in this occasion. This is truly a testament to your years of serving resolutely amidst the economic woes and unprecedented and unanticipated hurdles faced within the last year. You rode the waves of challenging times seamlessly. You have personified that he who is greatest among us shall be your servant. That, I believe, a new definition of greatness. This can only but highlight your own personal strength of growth and impetus to innovate and stimulate creativity as a visionary leader. I leave with you Numbers 6, verses 24 to 26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Sir Graham, otherwise known in the family as Big Brother Hugh. Thank you for the blessing, and we look forward to our continued relationship with Paramount Group, and we only have great things to do going forward as well. All right. We look forward now to hearing from another one of our clients and friends, Mr. Stephen Price, the country manager of Flow. Mr. Price.
Mrs. Audrey Hinchcliffe, Chairman and CEO, Manpower and Maintenance Services Group Limited. Mr. Garth Hinchcliffe, Chairman and Deputy CEO, Manpower and Maintenance Services Group Limited. Mr. Lloyd Distant, President, Jamaica Chamber of Commerce. Mrs. Kenesha Dwyer Powell, President, Manchester Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Ms. Janet Silvera, President, Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Mr. David Stanley, accountant, ZEP Products Limited. Reverend Dr. Gordon Evans, pastor, St. Stephen's United Church. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the Flow family and to join in commending the team at Manpower and Maintenance Services Group Limited on this your 31st anniversary. Special kudos are also in order for Mrs. Audrey Hinchcliffe, an inspirational business pioneer who steers this incredible company. As country manager at Flow Jamaica, I can attest to the long-standing relationship that we have enjoyed with Manpower. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic further underscored the importance of janitorial and sanitation services, spanning all industries across the world. Business organizations also became acutely aware of our collective responsibility to slow the spread of the coronavirus. In response at Flow, we launched a multi-pronged approach, which included keeping customer and employee spaces regularly sanitized, outfitting our retail stores with sanitizing stations, and making more services available remotely to our customers. In each instance, the well-being of our employees, their families, and our customers were our top priority. While other companies may have experienced difficulty dealing with this transition, we did not. The Manpower team quickly mobilized supplies and implemented processes to support our requests. Today, you will see members of the Manpower team in our retail stores and employee spaces, ensuring that we offer a safe environment. We could not have done it without Audrey and her team. I must take this moment to pause to remember Mrs. Karine Jones, who worked closely with the Flow Jamaica team. Our entire Flow family mourns her loss, and we offer sincere condolences to the Manpower family. It's been 14 months since the arrival of the pandemic on our shores, and it is clear that we now operate in a world of increased sanitation practices. It is also unlikely that this is going to change. We therefore see this product sales and distribution center as a bold, smart, and right move for your business. This step shows a willingness to assess market needs and respond to changing conditions. I'm sure it will all go well for the future success. I commend the staff and leadership of the Manpower and Maintenance Services Group Limited on a job well done over the past 31 years. Your commitment and willingness to embrace innovation have left an indelible mark on Jamaica's janitorial and sanitation industry. Again, I express gratitude on behalf of our Flow team and our customers for a long-standing relationship with you. Kudos on 31 years of service to Jamaica, and congratulations on the launch of your new facility.
Wow. Powerful.
All right, thank you, Stephen, very much. I must comment at this point in time that Flow was one of the first clients that reached out to us to look at what we could have done in terms of mitigating the issues that the coronavirus brought. So again, thank you, Stephen, to you and your staff for doing that as well. At this point in time, I'm going to ask Mrs. Gail Moss-Solomon, General Counsel and Chief Corporate Secretary for Grace, to come and bring greetings to us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chairman Hinchcliffe, Audrey.
Morning.
And good morning to Chairman Garth as well. And of course, to Reverend Dr. Evans, who brought us that lovely prayer to really start our morning right. To the entire Manpower team, good morning and congratulations. And of course, good morning to my colleagues who are there in person and also joining virtually like I am. As our Master of Ceremonies indicated, I'm Gail Moss-Solomon, General Counsel and Chief Corporate Secretary of Grace Kennedy, of the Grace Kennedy Group. And I'm so sorry, I have to apologize for our group CEO, Senator Don Webby, who is very sorry to not be here. He and Mrs. Hinchcliffe have a very special relationship, and he really is sad to not be here. So you are stuck with me. Unfortunately, he's actually chairing a board meeting that couldn't be adjusted. But I'm so pleased to have the opportunity to bring greetings to all of you from the entire Grace Kennedy family, and also to represent our CEO, Mr. Webby. Mrs. Hinchcliffe, you are such an inspiration to us. So I don't know how many of you know, but Mrs. Hinchcliffe has a very special relationship with Grace Kennedy. She used to be one of our main board directors and is much renowned for that, and also very well loved. Known for having a very strong and direct method of communication in those board meetings, but always leaving the team with pearls of wisdom. And I have to say that the ability to be launching this new distribution center in the middle of a pandemic is nothing short of remarkable. And we salute your entrepreneurial spirit and your commitment to Jamaica and expanding your business in Jamaica to provide employment for Jamaicans. And I really have to commend you and the team for that. And you know, it's a real example that if we remain positive and have that entrepreneurial spirit in us, even in the face of adversity, great things can happen. And in every crisis, there is always an opportunity. So congratulations to you and to the entire team. As I mentioned, Grace Kennedy has enjoyed a long relationship with the Manpower team and with Mrs. Hinchcliffe in particular. And it really extends over 2 decades. I realize now that we have some competition, so I'm going to have to work on that, coming from Flo and others. So we really have to step up our game. But the relationship started in 2001. And we do believe that the reason that this has been not just a business relationship, but a partnership is because our values are aligned. The Manpower team demonstrates the values of honesty, integrity, and trust, which Grace Kennedy holds so dear, and also the We Care mantra, that strong commitment to CSR that Chairman Hinchcliffe mentioned at the beginning of today's proceedings. I am so excited about this new Empower Women's Group initiative, Mrs. Hinchcliffe. I'm going to have to talk to you some more about that. But colleagues, before I close, I must just really thank the entire Manpower team for really working closely with Grace Kennedy. We're very proud to call them part of the GK family. And it's years of dedicated service, but the last year and a half, they really stepped up and answered the call beyond the call of duty and service to ensure that the entire Grace Kennedy team, our customers, and especially who we call our GK heroes, the frontline team, the team that are on the front line serving customers and working in our factories and at our high-low stores and in the bank, were able to feel safe, as well as the customers they were serving. And we cannot thank you enough for that. You really helped us to remain positive and to continue to serve Jamaica in the middle of a pandemic. So on behalf of the entire Grace Kennedy team, I wish you all the best on this new venture. Wish you a very happy birthday, and congratulations to the entire team, because we know that without every single member, you wouldn't be able to do half of the things that we do. So we look forward to continuing this partnership for many years to come, and bless you all and continue to keep safe. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Gail. Really appreciate that. And we look forward to a long and lasting relationship. And we, as we continue to serve, and we thank you for your business and your time. All right, so we would like to ask now, Mrs. Kenesha Dwyer-Powell, the president of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to bring greetings.
Thank you, Sir Moderator. Mrs. Hinchcliffe, Mr. Hinchcliffe, Dr. Gordon Evans, Mrs. Audrey Stewart Hinchcliffe, I mentioned earlier, Mr. David Stanley, Mr. Stephen Price, fellow Chamber Presidents Janet Silvero and Lloyd Distance, everyone. Distance, good morning. The Manchester Chamber of Commerce is so delighted. I am so sorry, but the balloons and everything that I had organized are not here yet. I was planning to release them as you release doves at a wedding to show how excited we are for you on this. I believe you have made history, not just in the space of commerce, but even Bible history, because usually you don't have a birth and a celebration at once, but here you are celebrating many years, over 30 years. That's even older than I am, so that's very good. And the birth, the birth of a new center. And I can just imagine what comes with that. A lot of dedication, a lot of resilience, a lot of honesty and trust, integrity, hard work, and sleepless nights. But what people don't normally say is that normally when you have sleepless nights, it's not normally a headache, because when it's something that you're passionate about, something that you love and you spend your life doing, sleepless nights, they are a joy to you. So I want to say congratulations to you and your team. Since the beginning of the pandemic, most of us would have been involved in many different seminars, webinars, everything from left, right to center that's telling us how to one, thrive, survive, how to just make it through the pandemic. Mrs. Hinchcliffe and your team, I feel like you have been at all of those seminars and webinars, because here you are today exhibiting everything that has been taught since the beginning of the pandemic. You have to have a plan for your company, you have to have a vision, and you have to be the leader who is going to stand firm. Even when no one else sees a way, you have to find a way. And at the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, we are very pleased to be aligned with you today. And I must say, for the benefit of those who are not aware, Manpower has an office here in Mandeville. So I'm employed to JMMB, that's my 9 to 5, where I get to do a lot of talking. So I hope I'll be finished in 2 minutes. And just up the street from me is the Manpower office. Not only that, but here at JMMB, we use the services of Manpower and maintenance. And I must testify to their cleanliness, their timeliness, their way of communicating. It is second to none. I have never seen a maintenance company make cleaning look so easy, so effortlessly. Your team, they love their job and they just have an air about them. So we want to congratulate you, because it must mean that you have spent many hours training. It must mean that you have spent many hours imparting your vision to the team. And I must tell you, as a customer, your team, they have your vision. So today we congratulate you on this milestone achievement. You are opening a center at a time when many businesses have closed down. You're opening a center at a time when many businesses are thinking of where their next dollar is going to come from. You are giving employment and hope to so many. You're opening the doors for development. We live in a global village, a global community, so no longer is anything kept within a parish or the borders of Jamaica. You are inspiring beyond borders. I am sure right now, somewhere in the world, someone is clicking on Google to find out, how is Manpower able to open a new center in the pandemic? What are some of their values? What are some of the things that I can copy from Manpower? And I hope this part is not going to be recorded, but as an entrepreneur myself, I will be Googling too to find out some of the things that I can employ in my business. So I want to tell you once more, congratulations. And just a reminder, if you ever feel like giving up, and I know that that is not in your DNA, remember all the families that have food on their table because of Manpower. All of the young entrepreneurs in high school now who are so excited to start their businesses because of Manpower. And all of Jamaica who is cheering you on. Congratulations, happy birthday. And I'm thinking I should get the balloons to your office here in Mandeville, because that is an achievement. So the Manchester Chamber of Commerce congratulates you once more, and we wish you all the best as you continue and open this new center. Thank you.
We thank you very much for that. Greetings. You brought out a couple of things that I feel I need to address it. You don't look a day over 21, so don't worry about that one. The tagline that we have now adopted, cleaning made easy, we're going to patent that. We'll talk to you and your lawyers later. And just to let you know, we do have a training institute, shameless plug now, ladies and gentlemen, for IWED, that we do train entrepreneurs as well as give guidance to the young generation coming up. So we look forward to that, and we do thank you. All right, coming from the West, one of my favorite people, Ms. Janet Silvera, President, Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I feel like I need to clap. Janet.
I'll clap myself. Mr. Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Audrey Inchcliffe Stewart, Mr. Lloyd Diston, Mr. Stephen Price, Mrs. Gailma Solomon, Reverend Dr. Evans, Mr. Hugh Graham, Mr. David Stanley, Mrs. Kanisha Dwyer Powell. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning from Western Jamaica.
Morning.
I echo my fellow speakers, hearty congratulations to the management of the Manpower group of companies on taking on such an incredible and revolutionary feat of establishing a sales and distribution center, particularly in such a time of worldwide business decline. My God, could you get more bold? It is a true testament of the inventive and indelible leadership that is now synonymous with Manpower and its CEO, Audrey Wonder Woman Inchcliffe. Madam Audrey, not only are you a woman of integrity, strength, and unmatched willpower, but you're also a champion of innovation, education, economic emancipation, and women's empowerment. Oh my God. I have told you a few of these things via WhatsApp each time you send me something. But if you're not aware, let me be the one to tell you today that you have made Jamaica a nation of strong women, and we're all collectively proud of your accomplishments. Your admirable career is already one for the record books. And now you're raising the bar even higher, adding hundreds of jobs to the thousands you already provide to the local communities, offering strategic advantages to the businesses in the region. And above all, you're doing it in the treacherous clutches of a global pandemic. I don't know. I don't know. I guess there's absolutely nothing that you can't do. You are unbelievable, Audrey Inchcliffe. You are. I get to understand that you're also taking your influence even further with plans to publish a handbook on how to respond to COVID-19 in the workplace. I mean, this to me is heartwarming and demonstrates how community-oriented your company is, underpinned by the major financial and infrastructure investment you continue to pour into the nation. This is remarkable. It's a very remarkable way to commemorate 31 years of exceptional service to Jamaica. I really want to thank you, Audrey, and the team at Manpower and Maintenance Services, and the job you have done with Garth. With Garth in particular, I've watched his growth. For being such a radiant beacon to other business leaders who are afraid to leap forward in this period, I, for one, believe it is the right time. Congratulations to the entire team and best wishes on this new business venture. I can safely say I'm a proud Jamaican woman who feels proud to be in the midst of an Audrey Inchcliffe. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. Really appreciate that that plug there, particularly with the job with Garth. But I'm here to share with you that is with our whole family. Mrs. H is, as you know, is the backbone of our family and continues to give us pearls of wisdom. We thank you as well, Janet, for your unbelievable support that you have given the Manpower family over the last 30 years. We have an office in Mobay, and I know, Janet, anytime we reach out to you for support, you have always been there for us. So again, we thank you, and we really appreciate it. All right, I now have the pleasure of introducing the big man with a large responsibility. Mr. Oral Richards, Business Consultant and Director, Sales and Distribution, Manpower Maintenance Services Limited Group. Oral is a business consultant and experienced business manager with over 27 years of valuable experience in the consumer goods sector, skilled in marketing, supply chain management, negotiations, retail management, budgeting, and business planning. He has a track record of driving sales and profits in the companies in which he has served. He has served in many capacities, including general manager, project manager, business development manager, honing his skills such as supply chain management, strategic management, retail management, marketing strategies, and business planning, both locally and internationally, across diverse countries, cultures, and teams at the strategic and tactical levels. In his career, he is focused on attention for details, consistently strives for success, is focused on innovation, and always inspires his team to high performance levels. You can see when we went out for the best of the best, we found the best in Oral Richards. You can put your hands together for me as I welcome him. Oral Richards.
Good day, all.
Good day.
All protocols observed. Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. The only thing that had movements prior to COVID was me moving the mic up or down, depending on who spoke before me. So I'm indeed happy to be here and honored to be given the task to build out the Manpower Sales and Distribution Division. Now, as I listened to the tributes that were given, and we saw what I would call passion from each of the customers, one would understand why Mrs. Hinchcliffe and certainly Mr. Hinchcliffe thought it well that we should go in this direction, because the customers have been calling for more and more products. When they looked at when we went through the COVID-19 experience, it had a lot more retail persons coming, consumers coming to purchase. And the company looked at the type of service that it was able to offer and said, no, this is not necessarily at the Manpower level. This is not what we want to offer as Manpower. So we need to get together, look to see how it is that we can expand this and offer the high level of service which they have come to be known for. And you'd have heard about it earlier on. Now, Manpower serves traditionally with its services and products, healthcare institution, the wharves, airports, you name it, commercial businesses, entertainment places, all about cleaning, sanitation. As a matter of fact, that I think you heard Mrs. Hinchcliffe say it earlier. It says, get more than clean, get hygiene. And right here we're saying, get the products as well, those hygiene products. So what we have decided to do is to embark on a value-added service, where it is that now the products that we offered before on a commercial level is being offered on a retail platform. What we plan to do is that we plan to go deeper and wider with the range of products. Manpower, as you heard, has some very good staff members who are trained in the use of products. And so we want to expose all of this to our consuming public. We have one location here at Collins Green location, which we are starting off with. It's more of a consultative type selling operation. You'll get to see on display later how the retail center is set up. But very soon we're going to go to our Mandeville and also a Montego Bay location, which are now currently distribution points, and we'll be transforming them not only into distribution points, but also into retail operations. Later on this year as well, we have other locations that we're looking to open that will be straight retail type operations, meaning like a supermarket that you walk into and you can purchase. And where it is that we don't have those locations across Jamaica, we will ensure that the products that we have are available in other places, other supermarkets, other stores for you. In some cases, we will have sub-distribution type operations. In others, we'll have a franchise type relationship so that the products can be available. And what are we talking about when we're offering products? Of course, it's the usual. Manpower offers high quality products at affordable prices. And as I said before, we're increasing the number of products that we carry along the sanitation, landscaping, pest control, you name it. We're talking about equipments as well as other products. We will be developing our own brands as well. So you're going to see some Manpower brands across the range out there on the shelves being available. We also will form and have formed strategic relationships with other principals, and we will see their products. For example, we have the Fuller Pinto line of products that is here with us now. We're exclusive distributors in Jamaica, and we will make those available. We will make those available across Jamaica. In terms of convenience, we spoke about the locations that we have, and we will also at some future point be moving to online sales as well, because that is very important to be able to reach our customers in this time when everybody is getting so digital. I mean, here we're having a virtual opening, and it's not turning back anytime soon. And in terms of service, let me explain. The Manpower team is extremely knowledgeable about the kind of products and services that are offered. And so we think it is very important that we become the authority, the go-to person. If you have any questions about any type of these products, if you have any queries about what products to use, when to use them, and how to dispose of them, this is the place that you need to be, because it is that we are the experts in this area. And we will be having webinars as well, and even smaller training groups to get people to understand how to use safely not only chemicals, but also the products that we have. So product knowledge is very, very important. Knowing how to use the products will increase the lifetime of the surfaces that you're using it on. Knowing how to protect yourself with the equipment will ensure your own safety. And so a lot of time and effort will be spent in getting the information out there. In terms of benefits, some of it was spoken about earlier, but we expect to impact the job market, both directly and indirectly. From a direct perspective, we're talking about employing sales reps. We have many retail type jobs that we're offering, that we're going to be looking for persons to fill those capacities as we move across the country. So jobs definitely will be impacted. Indirectly, of course, and we speak about this, we believe that we should be sourcing a lot of our products locally. We believe in local manufacturing, and so we think it is of paramount importance that we source locally. All right? And in that sourcing of local goods, we expect as well that there are some spin-off in terms of other local suppliers, that they're able to increase the number of persons that are working from them, and we will have what is, we would have helped or expanded the ecosystem in Jamaica. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming, our customers, our consumers, or the public that is out there watching us, and you can expect great things from us. Hold us to the high level, which we will deliver, and I'm certain that what you heard about Manpower, this is just the next step to that goal. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's a good overview, brief as to what we have planned for you through Oral and his team going forward. And we are really excited in Manpower as to where we are right now and we're looking to go. So I look forward particularly to working with the local suppliers and manufacturers for moving this particular department and soon to be company moving forward. You can well and see why we needed to get the expertise of Oral to come and to guide us in the right direction in the Manpower way. All right, thanks, Oral, appreciate that greatly. Now I have the honor of introducing our guest speaker for the event this morning. Longtime friend, longtime family friend, going way back. I won't get into all of that, but I now have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Lloyd W. Distant Jr., President, Jamaica Chamber of Commerce. Lloyd has been actively involved with the Chamber for over 15 years, a period during which he has held chairmanship for several of its committees, including Chamber's Competitiveness Committees, which oversees the Jamaica Conference Board, publisher of the Business and Consumer Confidence Indices, Legislations and Regulations, Legs and Regs, Energy, and Economics and Taxation Committees. Lloyd is an accomplished business leader with strong finance and technology background, coupled with over 3 decades of demonstrated leadership in driving sales and profits for industry-leading companies. In his career, he has consistently generated significant revenue growth by developing and implementing innovative sales and marketing strategies, both domestically and internationally. As an entrepreneur, Lloyd has been involved in several local startups and has a reputation for turning around flat performances and mentoring top talent. He's also an active community leader, having held high impact roles in a number of civic organizations, and has the distinction of being a Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Andrew, Jamaica. Lloyd's broad business experience, spanning startups, SMEs, and large corporates, coupled with his wide-ranging and acknowledged contribution to the Chamber, as well as his exhibited civic leadership, resulted in the Chamber's membership identifying him as being eminently qualified to lead the Chamber through its phase of transformation. And of course, I would dare say this time of pandemic. My friend, entrepreneur, etc., par excellence, Lloyd Distant.
Thank you so much for that, Garth. This is Audrey Hinchcliffe, CEO, Mr. Garth Hinchcliffe, Deputy CEO and Chairman of Manpower Maintenance Services, Reverend Dr. Evans, directors of MMS, managers, members of staff, all other dignitaries, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I must start by thanking Mrs. Hinchcliffe for inviting me to participate in this function, marking another step forward for the Manpower and Maintenance Group as you continue your thrust to further grow and develop your company. I am pleased to represent the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce on this momentous occasion of the opening of your new sales and distribution division. And yes, Garth, we will be following up on you to assist you in becoming a member of the Chamber, as mentioned by Audrey. In fact, with MMS's affiliation with the Manchester Chamber and the Montego Bay Chambers of Commerce and Industry, I will commit to a significant discount for your membership. Many of you are already aware that Manpower and Maintenance has been in business for over 30 years. I mean, today's the anniversary, happy birthday. But starting as a small company, providing janitorial, building, and ground maintenance for healthcare institutions. Known for its proven track record, this company has quickly attracted other health facilities, commercial businesses and telecommunication companies. We heard from Flow, banks, offices, hotels, amongst many others. I recall my days from my very early days at Cable and Wireless, back then TOJ, Manpower being the provider of choice for sanitation services. But one of the things that we all recognize, and we've heard it literally from everyone who has spoken this morning, is the term visionary leadership. With the emergence of BPOs, I'll give some examples very quickly. With the emergence of BPOs, MMS incorporated the Institute for Workforce Education and Development. You heard Garth mentioning IWED and Audrey mentioning IWED earlier as well. And this was established to extend MMS's strength in workforce development and in advancement in the field of technical and vocational education for its learners and clients. IWED as an entity continuously researches, accesses information and knowledge to ensure that its clients acquire the training needs based on current practices, techniques, and developments. And some of these training include BPO training, janitorial, ground and maintenance and landscaping, carpet cleaning, human resource management, and there's another long other list of things. I just won't bother going to it all, but I think we get the message. IWED as an institution started from a visionary standpoint of here's services we can provide, not just to our clients, but to the broader community as well. And it has continued to grow in the quality and extensiveness of services it provides. So, you know, the term from a tiny seed, the mighty oak grows. And so it has been with Manpower and maintenance services. The Jamaica Chamber of Commerce applauds Audrey for her visionary and exemplary leadership, and which has propelled this, what was once a small company, to be the unquestioned leader in its field in Jamaica and providing employment for hundreds of Jamaicans. So, but going beyond some of the examples, IWED as one such example, MMS and Audrey in particular have been known for visionary leadership in a quite expanded way, known for that leadership in HR matters, known for that leadership in health matters. In fact, as we got into the pandemic, Audrey was and continued to be one of the resource persons that the Chamber has relied on in informing our inputs into the government's programs. And I really want to pause and highlight the work that she did in those early days. A number of the protocols that we see and are hearing about were actually, I would say, generated in many respects by Audrey, plugging into me. So Janet, you're not the only one getting all of these WhatsApp messages from Audrey all the time saying, what about this, add this to the program. I mean, these things are continuously coming in, and it has made us improve as a country. So starting from a thought process coming out of Audrey, coming out of MMS, we have been impacting the broader nation in relation to protocols being employed. So today, MMS marks another milestone with the opening of this new sales and distribution division. And so we're seeing that visionary leadership coming from others within the MMS team. And earlier you heard specific mention of the work done by both Garth and Oral in identifying this opportunity and building it into a true business that the company will be taking forward. You know, as the pandemic came about, and I segue for a quick minute, one of the things that we kept hearing the term about is pivoting, finding a new way to diversify your business or to identify a new path to follow. So we see companies moving from what they traditionally did to making of sanitizers or providing products for sanitizers. And I know Hughes Companies is supporting a number of other companies just doing exactly that. So we see quite a few persons pivoting and finding a new business line. Persons have gone into the health services and testing. We've seen many pest control companies sort of following your lead and stepping into the sanitation world and actually beginning to extend their pest control services into sanitation as well. And of course, logistics. We all see the proliferation of yang bikes and delivery services that are on the road. Pivoting is a thing that has become par for the course in this period for Jamaica. So I'd like to focus our attention though on a matter, and it sort of piggybacks on the pivoting idea, but an area that is growing in importance in today's business environment and what your investment in this sales and distribution center represents. This is the matter of backward integration. So, we've heard the terms vertical integration. Many of us will be very familiar with that term. The term backward integration is more recently being coined for the recognition of a strategy that takes advantage of vertical integration, but it's primarily around increasing efficiency for the business. So vertical integration by definition is when a company expands across multiple supply chain segments, the supply chain segments of its business, to control a portion, if not all, of the production process. So companies use convergence as a way of taking over and leveraging in their own supply chain for their business. And just for additional clarity, this supply chain that we're talking about it's that network of individuals, organizations, services, activities, and technology involved in the production or the service delivery of the product that is being sold or provided by an organization. The supply chain starts with the distribution of raw materials, let me say materials generally, to a producer, and finishes with the selling of a finished product to an end consumer. So businesses pursue backward integration with the expectation that the process will result in cost savings, increased revenues, improved efficiencies, a better quality product in its overall production process. So this backward integration that I can see coming through MMS with the sales and distribution center, I can see delivering the following advantages for your business. Better control of your product. So by directly acquiring the material, your company will exercise greater control over the supply chain process from the production of the materials to the production of the end product and service that's being delivered. Cost control. By acquiring the materials used in the production process, the production delivery process yourself, the company will do away with middlemen involved in the process, reduce the cost of purchasing those materials, and thereby, when you're controlling that entire supply chain, you reduce wastage, transportation costs, and other costs incurred before the materials are delivered and delivered to the company's warehouse or delivered to the customers and clients for whom you're providing service. And then there's competitive advantage. I'm only giving 3 examples, competitive advantage being the third. Companies use backward integration as a way to gain competitive advantage, obviously, over its competition. An example I would use is in the technology industry, where companies integrate backward as a way of gaining access to patents, trademarks, or proprietary technology that are owned by other companies in the industry. In MMS's instance, I can see the improvement in the quality of products used and better pricing. And I can see Flo and Grace smiling when they hear me say better pricing might be coming, but that competitive advantage actually facilitates the company leveraging those areas, cost efficiency, quality of product, and of course, improved pricing. So in light of the foregoing, in light of what I've mentioned thus far, the MMS group in more ways than expected models this strategy as it continues to look for ways to differentiate itself from other competitors in the industry. As customers and clients review their spending power, particularly during this global pandemic, businesses such as the MMS Group have now become more flexible in meeting the needs of its clients and customers. And I applaud you for that. Yeah, I can applaud you for that, absolutely. So consequently, the opening of this division today is indicative that the MMS Group is cognizant of the need, or rather the necessity, to continue moving in the line of vertical and backward integration. You're very clear to me that you're successfully navigating your way through COVID-19, and in pivoting your own business model, this is going to be conducive to long-term resilience and growth, and another at least 31 years of continued service. Many of us in the private sector have been saying the best time to invest is during a crisis. Audrey, Garth, MMS team, and your board, I would say this is an example of what we would be expecting from more businesses, what we are encouraging more businesses to do. That is, take the time to identify the opportunities, pivot your business, and invest now for the expansion that is necessary. I congratulate you on this move. I did an opening for Janet last week. I did an opening today. I don't want to become known as the guy that's just opening, and cutting ribbons, right? However, I am absolutely pleased. You know, God said that this is practically family for me, and we're friends going way back. And so just having this opportunity to address and share certainly is a pleasure for me. I congratulate you. I don't want to finish without mentioning Audrey, you and I had a conversation and traded some messages about the Empower Women's Initiative. The Chamber, again, I just want to reiterate, it's a direction that we're heading down. We should be doing some things into the summer. And so we're looking forward to working with you in this regard. Again, congratulations, and look forward to continued success for the Manpower Maintenance Services Group. Thank you.
JPS.
Lloyd, thank you very much for those words and that greeting. As I said earlier to you, you are poised right now in a very interesting time with the pandemic and what the opportunities are that your other entities that you were saying you're opening, and it's not necessarily you being the opening person, but your chamber has always facilitated people coming on board and getting a better and bigger understanding of Jamaica itself, and by guiding and providing information to people. Best time to invest is always for us in terms of a disaster. Unfortunately, Manpower sees growth during this time. A friend of mine jokingly said, please don't waste a good pandemic. It's sad in some places, but from a business perspective, you have to understand that opportunities come. And as I said, we've been friends for a long time, and your support is invaluable. The discussions that you and Mrs. H have had from the times going way back to now during the pandemic, I see our two entities moving in the right direction, us helping from the services and supply side, and you helping from the business side. So we thought it fitting to have you here today. And I don't know who else could have been, who we could have chosen. And we do greatly appreciate it. All right, so thank you, Lloyd, again. Lloyd Distant, ladies and gentlemen, Chamber of Commerce, you may give him a round of applause. Too many words in the English vocabulary. I need to stop playing Scrabble. So at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to make some presentations. I'd like to ask the Reverend Dr. Gordon Evans from St. Stephen's Church. If you could please come up here for me, please. You want to talk? Okay, gotcha. All right. Many people would or may not know that in Crossroads, Manpower sits right beside the St. Stephen's United Church. And every Wednesday, I am proud to look out and see the service that your church does, Pastor, in terms of feeding and helping in terms of the homeless people and people who are in need. What we would like to do on behalf of Manpower and our team as a good neighbor, and we see the work you're doing, is to present you with a check to facilitate the
basic
outreach program and so forth. I don't know if Mrs. H, if you're listening, if there's anything you'd like to say on behalf of Manpower.
Just to thank St. Stephen's for the facilitating us with parking, with using your building. And I think the little token that you had received, we had discussed that was towards the basic school.
Yes, please.
Just want to say on behalf of St. Stephen's United Church, gratefully accept this gift from MMS. And I'm very sure that the ministry that you have mentioned will be greater enhanced by your contribution. May God's goodness, grace, and mercy continue to rest with you and your company now and always. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more presentation. We would like to ask our guest speaker, to Mr. Lloyd Distant, to come on stage.
A gift is going to the.
There you go.
Good afternoon. Oh, it's still morning. Good morning, all. Mr. Distant, on behalf of Manpower and Maintenance Services Group, we would like to give you this token as an appreciation of, or what should I say now? Yes, our appreciation for you to accept our invitation to be here with us today. We greatly appreciated your speech. And you know, as what Mr. H says, it's family. So we hope to see you in many, many more ventures that we may have. Right. Oh, Lord, mine.
I know, right? Not on camera, but we'll talk about that later. And not one of the services that we provide, by the way. All right.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, please.
Just to be a reminder, presenting remotely, each of the persons who have brought greetings will be getting a copy of my book, The Will to Overcome. It was, done to meet the 30th anniversary. And so a complimentary copy will be sent to the persons who are speaking remotely. That is Ms. Dwyer, to Janet, and the other speakers. We will see to it that it gets delivered to you.
Well, all right. Thank you very much, Mrs. H, for that. That's a donation. Are we putting that through the charity, Mr. Do I
No,
need to
it's
write
a,
that off
it's
as a financial loss or
it's
anything?
it's a
Because Hugh
30,
is here now asking where's his book.
a 30-year anniversary celebration complimentary copy.
All right, Hugh, sorry. That's all I can tell you. All right. All right. So it's left to me, ladies and gentlemen, to do one of, I think I have two more tasks after this. One, I have to do the vote of thanks. You know, it does not take a little bit of work to put something now in the new dispensation in terms of the this presentation virtually together. So what we're gonna do now is to say thank you to the teams and companies that came together to make this a reality. We want to thank Media Central, Mrs. Janice Morning Green, Webster, who is always with us. It's a family, as I said. Janet keeps us in the media. She keeps us clear and clean of all the obstacles and knows when to get us out there. AV Concepts Limited. We have Visual Tech Solutions as well, who is providing the virtual video for us today through Zoom, etc. We thank you guys. I know you're always with us, and we do appreciate the technical team who is always behind the scene, but nobody ever seems to remember to big you up. So we've Manpower, because we are also behind the scenes as well. We call ourselves the Ninja Crew. We appreciate your time, gentlemen. Real Business with Ralston Hyman, Dr. Andrea Sutherland, and later on we'll be hearing from Sir Ronnie Thwaites and his team as well. We want to thank also our Starlight Productions and Herald Printers. Joshua came through for printing or the solutions that we required for this morning and did so pretty quickly and efficiently. So we thank him for that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the vote of thanks. I thank the MMS team that I had to mention and so forth. We are now going to, I'm seeing giving directions now. We're going to be going outside to do the unveiling. So if you can bear with us, I'm going to ask Mr. Lloyd Distant, Mr. Oral Richards, I'm going to ask Ms. Channer if she can come with me outside to officially cut the ribbon to open the center. And then after that, we'll be opening up for our tour of the building and demonstrations. All right, Lloyd? I know, right?
You know, we're gonna first unveil the sign. Continue the background.
Check 1, 2.
Lovely. Now I have to go into another.
One foot down. It's even worse for me. Okay. So after, please, after 3, okay, let's go. After 3, gentlemen, the cutting of the ribbon. 1, 2, 3.
Line was out.
Teamwork. This is teamwork. Teamwork. Well done. Congratulations. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to have a tour of the facility just now. Okay. So for all those watching in TV land, this is what the production looks like behind the scenes. So we're just giving you a glimpse of behind the scenes. Do enjoy. If you heard the name Aston, that is one of our photographers. And there, Mr. Graham. So we're going inside to tour the new location.
Sir Francis, where's Miss Channel? This is your building, so you want to come in.
Mr. Francis, go ahead. Mr. Francis is on. Ms. Channer is doing an interview.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Francis.
A wide variety of product, mops and brooms of all types, all sizes, all quality, lobby dust fans. And you can see you have cobweb brooms, you have some duster heads, and we also have some brushes there. And we have our recycle bins. And then we move along to our cart, janitor's cart, and also janitor trolley. So these are very ideal items for doing the janitorial work. And our chemicals, the different types of chemicals, just a few.
Manufactured here based on your requirements?
Based on our requirements and the requirements of Jamaica, because we have to follow the standard based on Ministry of Health and Bureau of Standards. Also, our PPEs, personal protective equipments. And as you know, it's now COVID time, and we have everything as it relates to COVID. And we also carry the chemicals that kills the virus, the Virex 2, as well as the vital oxide. Then
So how would I know which ones of these to buy and mix together and all of that?
we will guide you as you go along.
It's a consultative setting. I don't just come and
Consultative.
pick up.
No, we'll guide you along, and we'll guide you as to the mixture, the formulas for each item and the usage. Each item are different, and some may do the same job.
So I can't use a
others-
bleach on my carpet.
No.
You can, don't suggest.
Not necessarily need to get Manpower to come. No, they know what to
And then you realize the different types of personal equipments, the dispensers. You have the hand-free ones, which are up top, 2 different types, as well as the manual ones that are there. And we have a combo, which is a thermometer and the hand-free chemicals. These are our nitrile gloves, single-use sterile gloves, as well as industrial latex gloves. These are very hard to get. And these are gold mine in Jamaica currently. And the black mask, as you see everybody is wearing, the Life N95 mask, those are what the doctors require. And we are the only one who source those Life N95. And that's another gold mine. Then we move to our bins and buckets. And the mop wringer buckets are hard to get the good quality. And as you can look on this one, you may see the spring inside, oh, it's heavy. The ones that we are getting locally now from China, it's very weak. And as they ring 2 times, the heads keep going and leaving the bottom. So these are what some of the products we are carrying out of Colombia, and who is our partner, Full Up Into. And we have our signs there: gloves, trigger bottles, measuring cups, caddy. We move now to our foggers and sprayers. These are our Ryobi spray. We just recently supply 183 schools throughout Jamaica, infant and primary schools, with these foggers, and we'll be supplying them the chemicals. And you will be seeing shortly the usage of this equipment. This is a very critical equipment. Also, we carry spray pans, shoes, water boots, all the garbage bags, another set of dispensers, hand towel, junior jumbo tissue, and we had some toilet ones as well. And then you come around to the washroom supplies. You see up top in the corner some, those are floor pads. Yeah, floor stripping, and we carry quite a different varieties. And if you come consultative, we can get any pads that you want. And then we move to the regular toiletries, which is 160, hand towels 800, 350, and junior jumbo tissues there. And we have another spray pan here. This one is a little more technical. It works just the same. And also biohazard bags for the hospitals. And we just show the Tyvek suit and the disposable suits that you can see exactly how it looks like. And during the demonstration, you will see exactly how it is fitted and taken out. And we have our bins here. So when you come, we can assist you in putting your items together. That's it, right? And it's on the wheels, and we can.
So expectation not that when you come and pick up 1 box, I must come and pull up a cart.
And pull up a cart. And this is one of our display signs from our supplier, Full Up Into, and there's many more to come.
Okay.
Welcome.
The next 2 weeks, we have more than 100 products, additional products that are coming.
Okay. Yeah.
So you want to tell us how many products you have now? More. So yeah, no man. Someone's trying to tell them how
Okay, we have close to 600 products that we have on the market, and we are going to be expanding that very, very soon. Right, as I said, we're going deeper in the product line, and we're also going wider, and we're actually adding more categories to it because the range of the customers that we supply, we are from medical to non-medical. So we do a lot of work with the hospitals, airports, homes. Lots of persons have called about work that needs to be performed at their house, and also they want to buy some of these products themselves to be able to clean. All right. So we're going to move into the next phase, which is that we're going to have a demonstration of how the Ryobi sprayer is used. And Mr. Francis, I'm going to ask, is Ron? Ron, we're going to ask you to take us through this. And who is the person that's going to demonstrate? You can just close the door. We're ready for you now, sir. Yes.
Now we have access to.
So what he's doing is that he's suiting up appropriately for the use of this. Yes.
Good morning. My name is Ron Cole. I'm supervisor, pest control and sanitization department. And here, as we see, we have a guy ready for sanitization because we get called on a COVID-19. And so we are taking all precautionary measures, irrespective of what anyone says. And all the PPPs, you have on his mask, you have on his goggles, you have on the equipment, his gloves, his security tied, you have on his boots. Then we're gonna take you out, so he's ready now to go do the job. So we're gonna take you through step by step, see him based upon each one of the chemicals and how they are used, right? In the left hand, in his left hand, you got the Varex 256, and then in the right hand, you have the vital oxide. Okay, the vital oxide is only used for porous and non-porous surfaces, whilst the Varex 256 is used for only non-porous surfaces, that means hard surfaces. Okay, all right. The Varex 256 is being distributed. It is being mixed at quarter ounce per gallon, and in the case of the vital oxide, it's mixed at 13 ounces per gallon. In the case of a active COVID-19, then the vital oxide is totally used in its entirety. It's not mixed. It's not diluted in no shape or form. Okay, and the vital oxide can use for both surfaces, all right, which is hospital grade. That's what they use in all the hospitals overseas and worldwide. Okay, so we're gonna take it through the equipment is next. What we have here, we're gonna use is the electrostatic machine, meaning that all chemicals inside the tank, the Ryobi, is electrically charged and ready to be dispensed. Being dispensed mean what's inside the tank is electrically charged. When it's being dispensed, you have to find something negative in order for it to attach itself to. In this case, the virus or the bacteria, it attaches itself to the bacteria and kills the bacteria, right? Now that's it's a gallon container, the Ryobi, all right? So first thing we're gonna take it, first thing that we do is the container bucket for the pre-cleaning measures. So here we have the water and the dilution ratio, a quarter ounce to the gallon. So by using the microfiber cloth, in the solution with water, we're able to wipe all the surfaces. All right. So now we're gonna distribute a quarter ounce of the Varex 2 into the cup and dispense it in the water. Here is now ready to wipe all the hard surfaces. Going through the pre-cleaning methods. Clean all front, backrest, the handles, all the touchable areas as much as possible. So after when it is wiped, it's left you about 15 minutes for it to be dried before the application of the other chemical is being applied. Okay, the ryobi machine. Now, after 15 minutes is left for air dry, what it's gonna do is apply because you got already got the mixture inside here, right? It's straight 16 ounces of a vital oxide in there that is gonna apply. In the case of the non-porous surface here, you go right over it. Bear in mind that this chemical, it damages no equipment, no computers, no switchboard, nothing. As long as it's being used the correct way, right? Because it's being dispensed in mist form. However, we also have another equipment that we use in the fog form in big areas where it comes out in fog. When I say fog, you understand what fog is, right? When it's being dispensed and you attach it, there's nothing wet, there's nothing left for you to worry about, right? So you're gonna attach the equipment to his back and go ahead and deal with sanitization. Okay, you can still right. It's gonna make sure that it's electrically charged. So it's on. So it's ready to sanitize the porous areas, which is the chair. Right. Yeah. So in that case where he moves it one above for it to fall itself and disperse. All right. All right. Yes. Yes, the most important part now is the removal of the PPE. Stop a minute.
Use it.
What's the other?
No missing those photographs here, no photoshopping. No. It's the turn on? No, oh, I said no missing. How many minutes so I can see her properly?
Now is the removal of the PPE. In this case, it's going to remove the gloves by using two fingers, which is the thumb and the finger next to the thumb to remove inside out, using the other hand to do the same thing. Now what we'll have to do now is sanitize both hands before you can remove and go through the other process. So the hazardous bags, when it is being removed, it goes to the hazardous bags for disposal. Alcohol is in the bottle. Remove all of the PPE. Is a zip down all the way to the middle. Then use 2 fingers, same process. He's gonna put it all the way down to his feet. Now, gonna step out, fold it inside out. To the biohazard bag, ties it. And sanitize his hands and his feet from this point. Then he can remove his cap and the mask. And what we always do is sanitize the equipment that we use because the mask is reusable. And the filter is changed, yes, after each use. Then these overlashes can be used again because they are properly sanitized and ready for our next job. That's it. Thanks, gentlemen.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you all for coming out to see the opening of our distribution center. And there will be many more things that we have to share later on. And you will see the progress as it goes along. But thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much, Mr. Diston, Mr. Graham, and all our customers, consumers, our supporters out there. The customers especially, we are open as of today, so you can come on down and get your supplies. Thank you. Oh, it's 14 Collins Green Avenue. Let me hand you over to the DCO who has more to say. I notice the mic has to go up.
We won't mention that. So as long as we get the service and the support, we appreciate it, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank everybody for participating today. As Oral mentioned, without you, our friends, our clients, our customers, all of our people who brought greetings today, we greatly appreciate your support. It's not that you guys have not been with us for 30 years. You have been, you've supported us in good times and bad, and we feel very honored and proud. Manpower's journey is not one of a singular company. It's several different companies, it's several different people who have sacrificed to get us here. And as I said, we thank you. On behalf of the Hinchcliffe family, the Manpower family, the MMS family, we thank you all for participating and coming, and we expect to show you that we mean what we say in terms of providing the service and the benefits to the organizations that we serve, as well as the new clients that we are going to be coming to. We thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, and I think that we can say in our oral end transmission. Yes. End transmission. Drop mic.
We can say Get more than clean, get hygiene. Yes.
You want to say get
Get hygiene. Yes, we can say get more than clean, get hygiene.
all right, ladies. Thank you.